child is growing, right? And their choices, like we were talking about, are consistent, right? They are, at the same time, their roots are growing out with the ability for them to stand strong. That means for us as humans, we're talking about our word choices, our perspective, our initial programming, right? Versus a tree that was planted that gets stepped on, and it's kind of starting to grow this way. And then it gets stepped on it again, and it kind of fractures, and we kind of have two. And then as it grows, the weight of this side starts getting heavy until it splits, right? That's us going into crisis, right? Okay. Now that shift is the complexity of thought. So think about that, right? A child that is living in a consistent home, right, is reaching a complexity of thought around puberty as was intended. They're beginning to make those choices around sex, around partners, around what a relationship looks like in comparison to what they know, right? Like, and those, the complexity of thought starts happening there. Okay. A person whose sex enters their life at 3, at 5, at 1, at infancy, is trying to deal with the complexity of what comes with that interaction down here.
Yeah, you can't.
You can't.
No.
Right? It's like we're, instead of like having any sort of consistency, we're bouncing through these fragments trying to survive. And we're just looking for the best possible moment out of all of them. That's what I felt like I did, right? I had all these different timelines going. And it was literally, sometimes I would hop and feel like, oh my gosh, I don't have I don't have the script for what's happening right now. Right? Like the words I'm saying are like not.
Did you realize way back then there were 7 different lives going on that you could hop? Or did you just?
No, I just knew that I was just being in different places.
Okay.
Same thing. Now, like I said, I think that I was inserted into this theater world and this like movie world for a reason, because that's what it kind of felt like to me. It was like, okay, if you change one choice in that script, things are going to be a different outcome on the other side.
Very interesting that you ended up with movie folk. I mean, that's your husband, your ex,
like,
and your.
A very visual of like the time loops as well. Yeah. Like, because it's like a storyline that's just looped. And what's crazy is in the moving world, they call it a loop.
Oh, that's okay.
Yeah.